In today's double feature episode, we're exploring two of the most beautiful abandoned industrial sites we've ever set foot in. First, we're checking out a cozy little 1950s power plant with a stunning color scheme. Then, we're heading over to an abandoned mining site with several ornate buildings still standing. Join us as we explore these incredible industrial ruins. So you're currently in the basement of a very old abandoned power plant, and clearly there's some sort of power still running in this building. You can hear it. We have to be very quiet too, because there were some official looking people around. How are you looking up here? It looks incredible. I don't know if there's motion sensors or anything in here.
I hope not. Wow. Something on in here, though. That's for sure.
It's these over here.
Don't touch anything in here.
Right? That's where the hum's coming from.
I think so. This is beautiful. It's just one generator, but still.
It only powered the nearby factory, and that's it.
Just the simplicity of it is so nice.
Yeah.
A tiny single generator.
And the minty green color of it mixed with this brown color.
You think this will have a dial tone? I'm not gonna touch it.
This control panel is crazy. Looks like something you'd see in Dr. Frankenstein's lab. Nestled somewhere in the Black Forest of Germany, this plant was likely built in the 1950s to supply power to a nearby paper mill. Today, the mill is simply a hollow shell of a building, but this incredible Peppermint power plant has managed to survive 2 decades of abandonment. From the outside, the building is mostly unassuming, which is probably why the interior is so well preserved. Wow, all of the paper is still sealed in plastic. That's amazing.
Some kind of manager, I guess, would sit here. Someone who overlooked the plant. They're very strong. They're not even closed.
Yeah, I can smell it over here. – 2001.
Like someone stuffed stuff in the alarm. Looks like some kind of fuel tank.
Even the railings have an interesting color scheme. Green and red, like Christmas. It's like a tiny little conveyor belt. It's like this is a miniature version of the other power plants we've seen. Everything's so tiny here. As we were making our way back down, we suddenly heard an alarm go off from the abandoned paper mill next door. The alarm just stopped.
That was that building.
It was that building.
If we would have known it was this building.
Yeah. The arrival of this vehicle could have been a complete coincidence, but we decided to err on the side of caution and make our way out. The next location we're visiting is the abandoned Simon coal mine in the Lorraine region of France. Mining began at the site in 1907 and would continue until 1997, when the rise of cheaper open-pit coal mines made the facility obsolete. Today, only a few buildings of the once massive complex remain, but they contain some incredible finds. Could try climbing over this. Pastel colors.
We already have art and a tree growing inside.
Oh, here's the locker room.
All right, let's go in here first, the locker room.
The locker room first?
Yeah, why not? It's a cool spot and we see it from here. It's basically not a building anymore.
Fuck, I don't see any baskets. Just chains. Do you think people stole all of the baskets?
There were some in the pictures. Oh,
Yeah, here's some. They're all mangled up.
They're all tangled. This reminds me of that one episode of SpongeBob where they sat on the fishing hooks and it pulls you up. Oh, look, I found a chair. See it?
Yeah, I see it. So this is basically a locker room for the miners. They would have hung their clothes on here and then pulled the pulley here, would have lifted it up, and then they put a lock on here to prevent someone else from lowering their clothes back down. And I guess it was a lot more space efficient than giving each worker their own physical locker. The sheer number of baskets in this room gives us an idea of just how many miners would have worked here. As you can see, this was no small-scale operation.
This is what we do when we don't have a working drone. It's a small locker room. Wow.
This is cool in here.
Wow. It's a nice building.
Is this supposed to be a skylight? But got covered up,
I don't know.
probably.
That was a skylight, but it could have been like a light fixture.
We're gonna try to get into this building now. Looks pretty cool inside. Look how old-fashioned that catwalk looks up there. It's probably a power plant. You would never see tiled flooring in any other power plant built today. They put a lot more pride into the craftsmanship of industrial structures back in the day. All right, I guess we're going up here.
This is not okay. This whole thing is wobbling back and forth and missing steps. I don't know if this is a good idea to go up here. All right, it's cement up here, so hopefully we'll be good.
This is a cool building. I mean, all the turbines are gone, but that's expected.
I spy a control room. I'm going to the control room. This is a nice one. The overgrowth is cool.
You hardly ever see control rooms with natural lighting like this.
And the overgrowth is cool too.
This is beautiful. You know, despite the condition not being great, I think this might be one of my favorite control rooms that we found. The layout, the lighting, how old-fashioned it looked, the rust, the vegetation coming in. It's very nice. As far as actual machinery left behind, this one small motor is all there was to be found.
Looks like a V4.
A big V4.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Not for an automobile.
Actually, is that a 2-cylinder with 2 valves? Like, this might be the cylinder head.
Yeah.
It's a V2 with 2 valves each cylinder.
The next thing we wanted to check out were the 2 massive abandoned head frames. Unfortunately, those plans were about to be cut short.
I don't know if that's security or what. We can get out without being seen by him. I really want to get into this head frame building though. I should probably just go around the back and leave.
Since the only entrances into the property were gated off, we figured the vehicle had to be security. Therefore, it was time to make our way out. Today, coal mining has ceased throughout all of France, and ruins like these are all that's left of an industry that defined the region for centuries. Hopefully, both locations we explored in this episode can be preserved, so future generations can witness the beautiful industrial architecture and craftsmanship that simply does not exist anymore.